Well, hello, this is Steve N4LQ, and we're going to talk about a little wireless microphone that's being sold by Uniden, the IC-906W. This is a combination wireless and speaker and microphone, and it uses a frequency over a gigahertz, and it's not Bluetooth, and it has a range of around 300 feet, and I've found it to be very effective. It works all over the house and even out in the yard. So this is something that you can use with probably any ham rig, but since I have an ICOM 7300 and an IC-7610, I thought I would try to wire it up and make it work with this. So here's the box. And in the box, you'll get a charger, like so, plug into a cigarette lighter. It converts your 12 volts into 5 volts, and it's got a mini plug on it for your microphone. And the microphone has a rechargeable battery in it. Here's the mic. And this is the speaker right here. And this hole right here is the microphone. I drilled it out bigger and it sounds a lot better. It was an easy job to take the inside out, and it's just 4 screws and it comes right out. Pop the hole in it and put it back. Gives you much better frequency response. So to see the batteries, we'll open it up here, and there's your batteries. You can see I turned it on. You turn it off and on with this switch here. That turns it off, turns the power off. And it communicates with this little dude here. And this can be mounted, in your car or whatever. And it's made to plug in to a Uniden CB with a 6-pin plug. So what I did was simply remove the 6-pin plug and put a 8-pin on it, and that will now plug into the ICOM 7300 or 7610, or maybe other ICOMs. I'm not sure. They're probably a lot of them are probably the same. So give you a little demo here. Simply plug it in to the mic jack. Like so. Alright, and your little red light starts flashing there on your on this black box. Now this black box is actually a transceiver. It's transmitting the audio from the audio output of the rig, that it gets that off the mic jack, and then it also receives the audio from the microphone, and it also does your push-to-talk action. So here's the mic, and to turn it on you can hit this button, or you can just push your push-to-talk, and that turns it on. And so now it's receiving, and if you don't want to hear the rig, the easiest way is just to plug the headphones in. So now this is all coming out of this little speaker in here. It's got a volume control on the side. So let's switch to sideband.
She was about 5 foot 4 inches tall and blonde hair and weighed about 90 pounds. That's the big Martha. That was my kind of living.
Okay, so it's, like I said, a very small speaker, but it's perfectly understandable. And now to demonstrate the transmit, I've got my RF power all the way down, and I've got the monitor turned on. So I'm going to unplug my headphones, and I'm going to hit the transmit button, like so. Testing 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. In and 4 LQ testing 1 2 3. So there you are. It sounds pretty decent. And to turn it off, you simply hit your sync button there, and that kills it. So here's the wiring instructions, which I've made up, and here is the pin out. And what you can do is, if you're using Windows, you can pause the video and then bring up Snipping Tool on Windows 10 and just simply highlight the area that you want and go under Edit or under Open and select Print and print this out. Or you can just copy the screen, or you can just print the screen. So anyway, this is again for the 7610, 7300. Here's your Uniden 6-pin plug over here. Now, I would not venture to say that all the units use the same color of wire. So don't trust that. Go by the pin numbers. And when you cut the wires off the 6-pin, just write down what color is going to which pin, and that way you'll be safe. Chances are it's probably the same color. But what I did, instead of cutting the wire off, I cut the pins off down close to the base of the connector, and that left me a little metal tab, and that made it actually easier to solder to the new connector. So there's your Uniden pins, and this is your ICOM pins over here. And the pin numbers are written on the connectors, on the plugs, both front and back. Note that the ICOM mic pins 3 and 4 are blank. There's no pins in it. In the original microphone, so these just aren't used. There's pins in, if you go out and buy the just a stock microphone plug, there'll be a pin in 3 and 4, just don't use them. Let's see. Also, pin 6 and 7 on the ICOM, the new ICOM plug. Just squeeze them together and solder the gray wire. Solder the whole thing together. And that one came from the pin 5 of your Uniden. And the black wire, there's a black wire coming out of the plug of the Uniden. I don't know what it did, but it's not necessary and it doesn't do anything. So just either cut it off or tape it up or bend it over or something. And down here I included the snap out of the manual for the IC-7300, and you can see there 8 volts is used to run the little transceiver box, and the audio output is your center pin. That ends up being used to modulate the transmitter in this little Uniden transceiver. So that's about it. I think you've got enough information there that if you want to do this, you should be able to do so. So thanks for watching, and 73.